recognize this face. Would you guys give it up to Keith Clark, the artistic director this morning as our guest. Keith, you've been the director, you actually were part of the choir in 2008, but then you became the director in 2011. I think one of the key things that is so important, what you have provided, is when I use the words authentic selves. Kind of tell us a little bit why that's so important within the choir.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, everybody. Great to be here today. Thanks for having me. So our choir and our authentic self is that we are a very diverse group of people, very similar to the people that go to this church as well. So when you think of the spectrum of LGBTQIA+ and our allies, we are all of those things, including trans and non-binary. So we have like a section of each of those things. So what's important for us is that when they're on the stage and they're able to entertain and perform, they are their authentic selves on the stage. So depending on how they want to dress, if you want to dress in drag, dress in drag. If you want to be male in this or female in this, you choose to be what you want to be during the show. And they can choose to be different things throughout the show. So maybe in the first act, they might want to be this character, or they might want to be a different character in the second act. So it's truly bringing out their performance as who they are, being very genuine and authentic. And that's the performances that you see with Voices of the Desert.
One of the wonderful things is that you kind of call it a 360 diversity, where you actually bring the audience within, and actually it reverses from the audience back, that wonderful energy. So when you're in the creation piece and it's evolving, how does that all work for you?
Yeah, I think that for us, audience engagement and having the humor and having the music and the entertainment be part of the cycle of how we do it. And everything that we do is to really, not only our true authentic selves, but making sure the audience feels engaged and they're enjoying that process as well. So lots of engagement. We like to be in the audience. We like to come up on stage, use the whole theater as our entertainment venue, just to keep that engagement with the audience going.
So in June, you got a wonderful concert coming up. We're really you're going to poke fun at the queer community. So kind of explain how that all evolved.
Yeah, so if you've ever seen any of our shows before, they are very funny. We have a great sense of humor. And we know that right now our community needs to be uplifted. We want to be able to kind of enjoy ourselves and enjoy our community. So we've done a lot of very fun things. So first of all, Robin Banks is going to host our show. I don't know if you've ever seen Robin. She's a hilarious drag queen. And she's going to kind of guide us through the show with Drag Queen Story Hour. And at some point in the show, she gets run over by a bus. So you can just kind of see that. We've heard some songs like There Is Nothing Like a Dame. And we changed the words to There Is Nothing Like a Gay Nothing. So we did that. And we did explore some fun stereotypes, such as with the lesbian community, we have the If I Had a Hammer song. So the thing about that is that the world thinks of us as a certain way, right? That this is how you are. They put us in these little boxes. And we're going to explore some of that. And then Robin is going to kind of lead us through. But that's not how we really are. We're very genuine, sweet people. These are really things that we like, you know. So we're going to have a little fun with that. But that really did bring home what we are as a community. So I think that'll be fun. Very fun at the beginning, and then we get a little serious kind of in the middle of the segment.
Yeah, in fact, I want to introduce Scott Darby. There you go, Scott. There's your microphone. I'm going to have him stand up because, yes, the second half is all about community, resources, helping community. We're in a place where there are many people hurting. And so, Scott, tell me a little bit about
let me set that up for you, Scott. So in the second act, we're going to share some of the statistics that have come out. So the Trevor Project just came out and said that 90% of the LGBTQ community has been affected by the latest politics. So it's really bringing people down. And it's affecting the trans community and the bullying in high schools. All of those statistics have come out. So we partnered with 14 different resources to bring them into the show so that our audience can see that there are resources to help you with some of these statistics. So if you're someone who is struggling or know someone who is struggling, we have resources for you within the show. And we do know that our trans community is really affected by this. And a portion of the proceeds for our show, our ticket sales, is going to support the Queer Center. And Scott's going to tell you a little bit about the Queer Center.
Guys, Scott Darby.
I am on the board of directors for the Queer Center. And did you know that Phoenix has a new LGBTQAI plus community center? I know. So about, it's been 4 years now. About 4 years ago, my good friend Jesse Balthazar called me and said, hey, listen, I got an idea, and I want you to be a part of it. I said, okay, can you tell me your idea? And he said, yeah, I want to do a center. And I said, Jesse, you realize that Phoenix doesn't always have the best of reputations when it comes to LGBTQ plus centers. And he said, yeah, I know, but I want to do it differently. And I said, how do you want to do it? He said, I want it to be community driven. I don't want to have any of us on the board to have an agenda. I want us to listen to the community, and I want us to provide support for our communities. So what we do is we exist as sort of like a hub. And what we do is we can connect people to services that are already out there. If there's not a service there, we can create it. We got our 501c3 2 years ago. And since then, it's been going great guns. The first thing that happened was a wonderful organization called the Trans Spectrum of Arizona, which is a group that does peer-to-peer support for trans individuals, also family and allies. And they were getting ready to lose because of COVID. They were getting ready to lose, and we were going to lose that resource. We said that can't happen. So Trans Spectrum of Boston is now a program of the Queer Center. And what we've done with that is we realized gender affirming clothing is huge. And so we actually started a program called Project Euphoria. And Project Euphoria provides gender affirming clothing at no cost to our trans and non-binary siblings. Since we started that, we actually unveiled the program at the Melrose Street Fair. Since then, we've handed out, free of charge to the community, over 400 binders, packing shorts, gender-affirming clothing. And I didn't realize, as a cisgender white male, with my privilege, I didn't realize what that meant until I saw a 14-year-old trans boy put a binder on. And we have a little changing room, and he walks out of that changing room and he's in tears. And he goes to his mother and he gives his mother a hug, and his mother's in tears. It's that kind of work that we want to do at the Queer Center. It's that kind of stuff that we want to do. We also have a program called Project Hard Hat. Do you remember Project Hard Hat? Remember out there used to be all the places there was a hard hat with condoms? Because of COVID, they almost were going to go out as well, and we said, no, we can't do that. So we now taken on Project Hard Hat, and we now provide condoms, both male condoms and female condoms, and lube to all like 20, I believe it's 21 rainbow spaces in Phoenix. Yeah. And then, oh gosh, there's something else I wanted to tell you, and I'm here in front of you, and I completely forgot that. So, you know what? I guess I should probably shut up. But I just want you to know that we are here, we exist to support you in any way, shape, or form. And the reason we want it to be community driven is because we want to create a sense of responsibility. We need to work for each other. We need to help each other. So if you have an idea, if you know of a space that needs support, you can reach out to us. We are queer.center on Instagram. You can reach out to us and let us know. You can donate to us at queercenteraz.org on our website. And I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity. So just as you are a community of faith, we are trying to reach out to all the different communities. So if you've got a community that we don't know about, you've got to let us know about it so that we can get out there and we can go and we can reach. So thank you so much. And thank you so much, Keith, for the opportunity that you are giving us. So we greatly appreciate it. We are small and mighty, so, but we're very, very small. Thank you so much.
So, Scott, thank you very much. And so that's what actually happens as Scott really shared that what's happening in the community currently. And that's where you go in the second part and kind of explain how you're going about doing some of that.
Yeah, so in that second part, in the second half of the second act, we share those statistics, what's happening in our world today, especially as it affects Phoenix, Arizona. And then from there, we really want to release the hope. So we sing a song, Reach Out, and we're going to take off our sweatshirts and we're going to have banners that have all of the resources on it, such as Community Church of Hope, Queer Center, 1 in 10, Listen, suicide hotline, counselor, pastor, all of those places that we can go. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to invite all of those 14 different groups that we're working with to come on Friday night and see the show for free. We don't want the ticket price to be an issue. So all of those groups we invited, bring people in who need to see the show, who need to be uplifted, who need to be connected with resources so that we can share that with the community. And then each of those resources is there. Patrick and Andy, when they come to the show, we will identify them as this is a community of faith that you can go to. We will actually have them stand up and ask them to stick around at the end of the show so that if we do need to connect those resources with people who are in need or people who know someone who is in need, those resources are there. So super fun, hilarious, we're going to laugh, we're going to have so much fun together picking on ourselves and drag queens and blah, 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 things we're used to. But then we're going to get real serious and talk about action and what can you do, what can we do as a community to really lift each other up and support each other with resources. And that's why I think it's an important show. That's why I hope everyone will come. Even if you can't come and you can buy a ticket, part of that's going to go to the Queer Center to help them. And I just think it's a powerful show. We don't promote all our shows this way, and we really wanted to do that because we think it's important for the community.
I think one of the most wonderful things is we can see your passion in both of you. We see that conviction. We see how you're making a difference in our community. And it's just one person at a time. And what you do through your creativity and your voice is so appreciated. So let me tell you about the show. The show, classes, is in June. It'll be Friday, June 7th at 8 p.m., Saturday, the 8th at 7 p.m., and then Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. And like, if you would like to not able to get there or get in, if it's a financial thing, see Keith.
Yeah, come Friday night, see me in the back, we'll write your name down, we'll put you on will call, and you're welcome to come in. And even if you can't decide today and you decide to come in Friday, tell them you're with Community Church of Hope, and we will welcome you in. We would love to have you.
So, guys, these people are making a difference in our community. Would you please give it up to the two of them? Thank you very, very much.